Hi, I'm Sean Kokoska with MAPS Business Training. In the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can capture anyone's attention and be able to influence them like never before with a really easy technique. Let me ask you, has there ever been a time in your life when you're in a conversation with someone and you weren't really that engaged? Is that conversation you just couldn't wait to get out of? And let's be honest, we've all had them. Now, there were also those times when someone captures your attention and you pay attention to what they're saying. See, early in my career, let me be honest, I struggled. It was the spring of 1995. I was working on closing the largest sale of my life. I was in a meeting with a very prominent client in an effort to convince him to sign with me. Now, about 5 minutes into the meeting, I could tell that I'd lost him. He had completely checked out, and it seemed no matter what I said, I couldn't get him back. Now, I had a mortgage payment due. I had a car payment due. I needed to feed my beautiful family. Now, this deal mattered, and I was losing it. Honestly, I was freaking out, and in that moment, I remembered a few strategies that my coach had just shared with me. I threw caution to the wind, and I thought, what have I got to lose? So with this strategy, I was able to regain his attention, and I walked out that conference room with a signed contract in hand. And since that day, I've studied these strategies that I'm about to share with you. In fact, I'm going to teach you a language pattern from the Language of Influence coaching program that will almost magically cause your prospect to tune in and pay attention to what you say. The language pattern is embedded commands. Before we begin, it's important to realize that we've been conditioned our entire lives to listen to commands. Like, think back to when you were a child and your mother asked you to clean your room for the third time. Did she say, clean your room, with an upswing in her voice? No, she said it sternly like a drill sergeant, right? Clean your room, or take out the trash. Now let me ask, which is more powerful, a suggestion like clean your room or clean your room? Of course, the command is more powerful. Now get your pen out, because I'm going to give you a list of just 6 commands that you can use in your conversations immediately. The first is, do what I say. Trust me. Agree with me. Set an appointment. Make a decision. Sign the contract. And the list, it goes on and on. Now, the definition of an embedded command is 2 to 4 words that can stand alone as a complete sentence like make a decision. That can also be embedded into the middle of a sentence. Now, let me share with you a simple example of how you can take the embedded command and put it into the center of your sentence. For example, when you make a decision and complete the form on this page, I'll send you a short training video that will teach you yet another simple language pattern that will undoubtedly increase your influence with your prospects and clients. And that is what you want, isn't it? Now, there's another strategy that we used that I'd like to share an example with you. Now, the technical term of this strategy is called analogical markings. Now, the term doesn't matter nearly as much as the result. Now, when you heard me use the embedded command of make a decision, the inflection and tonality, well, it matters. Remember when your mom said, clean your room? She didn't say it with an upswing, right? So simply put, an analogical marking makes the conscious mind pay attention and tune in to the person talking. So there are 4 steps to placing an analogical marking. Get your pen ready, here they are. Step number 1, pause. See, there's a slight pause before you state the embedded command. Think about it. When you're drifting in and out of a conversation and really not actively listening, when there's a pause in the ramble, what does your conscious mind do? Well, you snap back into that conversation quickly, am I right? Step number 2, volume. Say the embedded command a little bit louder than the rest of the sentence. Step number 3 is inflection. On each word of your embedded command, lower your inflection. Step number 4, pause. Again, introduce a slight pause after the embedded command. And when you follow this simple strategy and give time to practicing the language pattern, you will be more influential with your prospects and your clients. And won't that be great? So go ahead and complete the form on this page to receive yet another free training video designed to increase your power and your influence with others. Until then, be on purpose, be powerful, and be productive.